السلام عليكم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا برحمتك فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت. There is a difference between the 5 pillars of Islam and the 6 pillars of Iman. The belief of destiny, the belief of Qadar والقدر, is of the 6 pillars of Iman. It's important for us to know that everything that happens to us, whether it's good or bad, all of it comes from Allah. Everything that happens in our lives is simply a means that Allah uses to test us in our life. And there's a verse in Surah Al-Anbiya, ayah 35, وَنَبْلُوَكُمْ بِالشَّرِّ وَالْخَيْرِ فِتْنَةً. We will test you with good and evil. And as long as it is destined, Allah has given it a solution in the sharia to be solved, which means everything can be solved in sharia. Any problem that you have in your life, any problem that you have in the workplace or with your friends or anywhere in your life, it can be solved through sharia. As a human being, when I believe in the destiny and I accept destiny, and I believe that Allah created me to be tested by different means, according to verse number 2 of Surah Al-Mulk. الذي خلق الموت والحياة لينبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. Who creates death and life in order to test which of you is best in deeds. And if I know that everything can be solved in sharia, then I will live life happy and calm. I won't be stressed all the time. So why wouldn't I be stressed? Because it is destined and it can be solved through the Quran. And in the Quran it says, Allah will never give you a trial or an exam that you can't handle. This is the last ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. This ayah is one of the most powerful ayahs in the Quran. It tells you that no matter what problem you face in your life, Allah never sent this problem to you knowing that you are going to fail completely. He sent it to you knowing that you can tolerate it, that you can push through it, and that you can come out on top. So whenever you see a problem in your life, always remember, Allah is the one who gave this problem to you. You were destined to see this problem. And Allah never gave you this problem knowing that you are going to fail. Allah knows that you can follow the religion and follow the Deen properly and carry on with your life with the proper sharia and with the proper Deen. However, sometimes it can be extremely hard to, so it's like sometimes the problem that you're facing in your life, the exam, it's really hard. It's very hard on you. So there is another ayah 153 in Surah Al-Baqarah. It says, "Ista'inu bis-sabr was-salat." It says, seek help or use patience and prayer. Now, what does it mean to be patient? Because we all know that patience is just, we sit or wait. We sit and wait and we just go through it. However, with this understanding, it's still going to be very hard and it's not going to do any good for you. What patience really means, it's to accept the situation that you are in. I got hit by a car. I lost my house. Something happened with the rent, or my house burnt down. You can keep complaining and why did this happen? It's just terrible and my life is miserable and all of this. Or you can accept that this came from Allah. This problem, it came from Allah. This will help you to accept the situation that you're in. This can help you accept that this terrible catastrophe happened in your life because Allah sent it to you and it's a test. And also, it means to not complain when you receive something terrible happen in your life. When you face like a trial or a tragedy in your life. Allah doesn't want us to be sad and negative about everything that happens to us. He wants us to be positive people and to be happy and having a happy outlook in life. If we're going to be negative and sad all the time, it's gonna ruin us emotionally and mentally, and we won't be able to worship Allah in the best way. Allah wants us to be strong-willed and positive so that we can carry through with the exam, so we can carry through with whatever tragedy or catastrophe that we faced in our life. According to what I said, you need to know sharia and deal with everything that happens in life through sharia. Not with your own ideals or customs or what your parents told you should do. All of this is nothing compared to the word of Allah. And sharia is the word of Allah, it's the truth. And we have to follow sharia in order to carry on with our life normally. There are many kinds of problems that you can face. And Allah has given a solution for all these problems in the sharia, in our sharia. Allah also tells us to teach our families and our wives and our sisters and our sons and daughters, our brothers and our friends. He told us to teach the sharia. When you look around us, you see a lot of Muslims, they're not really using the sharia properly. Some of them aren't using sharia the sharia at all. They're just going through life with whatever happens, and they just follow their emotions or what someone else tells them. They never really have sharia in their life. So it's important for us to teach our wives, teach our sons and daughters, teach our brothers, our neighbors sharia and how to deal with certain problems in our life through what Allah tells us, through how Allah tells us to solve these problems. Our wives and our children are entrusted to us. They're an iman to Allah. So so we are responsible to teach our sons and daughters. And on the day of judgment, Allah will ask us, why didn't you teach your daughters? if we didn't end up teaching our families and our sons and daughters and wives, He will ask us, why didn't you teach them? You are responsible to teach your family. This goes back to another ayah, ayah 24 in Surah Safat. "Kufuhum innahum mas'ulun." Detain them or stop them. They are responsible. So he's gonna say, like, stop the father and the parents because they are responsible for teaching the children. The truth is the way of Allah, which is in the sharia. In ayah 26 in Surah Sad, "Ya Dawood, inna ja'alnakum khalifan fil ardi fahkum bayna an-nasi bil haqqi wa la tattabi' hawa fayudillaka 'an sabilillah innal ladhina yudilluna 'an sabilillahi lahum 'adhabun shadidun بما نسوا يوم الحساب." So the English translation: "We instructed him, O David, we have surely made you an authority in the land. So judge between people with truth and do not follow your desires, or they will lead you astray from Allah's way. Surely those who go astray from Allah's way will suffer a severe punishment in Yawm al-Qiyamah." So, what it tells here what it means here by follow the truth, it means follow the sharia. And don't follow what your intentions or what your emotions tell you to follow. Or else this will take you away from deen and it will lead you astray completely. It will misguide you. Losing the path of Allah also comes from two things. From the shaitan and from the human. Allah did not say in the Quran that shaitan is an enemy of him. He never said that shaitan is the enemy of Allah. He said that shaitan is the enemy of mankind. He's the enemy to us humans. And by the way, a shaitan isn't only a jinn. Any of us could be shaitan. Shaitan isn't a noun, it's an adjective. So what that means is, shaitan, the definition of shaitan is someone who misguides, someone who misleads, who influences you to do the bad. And we all know people who influence other people to do bad things. They can influence us to go into drugs and all sorts of zina and all sorts of haram. So, the first type of shaitan is shaitan from the jinn. He's really weak and he doesn't have much authority over us at all. And also remember that in the Quran it says, shaitan, he has no authority over you. And if you read any Quran or say any dhikr or remember Allah, shaitan will run away, he will escape, or he will burn. So it's really easy to defeat shaitan. And the only thing he can do is give you a thought. He could just give you a thought and tell you to do this. But he can't make you do it. He can't make you do something bad. You have full control over yourself at the end of the day. However, there's the shaitan of the humankind. This type of shaitan, even if you read the entire Quran from cover to cover, he will not disappear. He will be sitting right next to you like nothing happened. So, in reality, the shaitan of the humans, he's actually the worst one. He's actually the one who can actually lead you astray. And this could be anyone. This could be a family member. This could be your friend. This could even be yourself. You can be a shaitan to yourself, fighting against what's right. Now, how can we protect ourselves from the shayateen without the sharia and the knowledge of the Quran? Why didn't you bring your kids and your wife to Salat al-Jama'ah today? You need to give them a chance to learn their religion so that they can protect themselves from the evils in life and from shaitan. And you will be punished if you didn't end up teaching your kids, if you didn't end up teaching your wife and your family. This goes back to what I said before. We are responsible for our families. If we end up ignoring them and letting them do whatever and forgetting the deen completely, Allah will take us back and He will tell us, why didn't you teach your children? Why didn't you teach your wife? Why didn't you teach your family? You are responsible. And not only your wife and children will be punished for leaving the religion, but you will also be punished for not teaching them the religion. Some people will tell you, Allah forgives who He wills. Allah yaghfir man yasha. However, do we really know what that means? That means if you want Allah to forgive you, you have to do good deeds. So bring your kids, bring your wife to the Friday prayer. Bring them to the mosque and teach them the religion, teach them the deen, teach them the sharia. And then Allah will forgive you. Brothers and sisters, we are not here to beg each other to follow sharia. We are reminding each other of how Allah talks about this issue. And if we didn't follow sharia and the dangers that come if you didn't take it seriously. So listen to the verses I'm going to say. If you try to remind them to come back to the word of Allah sent to Muhammad, we know that the munafiqun will push us away. Next ayah says, and who won't go to sharia will live a miserable life. Allah gave us the right to have everything and enjoy it by the halal way. In order to enjoy what you have, you need to get it in the halal way. You need to know the sharia, because if you got it without sharia or the haram way, you will not enjoy it. So, you might get what you wanted, you might get the money that you wanted, you might have got the car or the shirt that you wanted. However, if you did things that were against the sharia, if you did it the haram way, if you stole this money or you stole this car, or you deceived someone and you got this money to buy your car and your clothing, Allah will make, it's halal for you to buy clothing and to buy your car and to have your money. However, because you made it haram, in the haram way, Allah will also make this halal haram for you. He will make it so that you won't really enjoy your car. You won't enjoy the shirt that you're wearing. You won't enjoy the clothing that you bought. You won't enjoy the money that you have, that you stole. And it says this in ayah, in Surah Nisa, ayah 160. فبظلم من الذين هادوا حرمنا عليهم طيبات وحلت لهم وبصدهم عن سبيل الله كثير. So, with the oppression that the people who were guided, it was forbidden upon them what was once halal because of their wrongdoings. Remember that we aren't here to beg each other to follow the sharia or the religion. We are here to save each other with the book of Allah and knowledge of Allah. Allah says in an ayah, will we make the Muslims like the ones who didn't follow the religion? أَفَنَجْعَلُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ كَالْمُجْرِمِينَ. Who are you to judge? Who are you to judge? مَا لَكُمْ كَيْفَ تَحْكُمُونَ. The strong followers, the ones who, there are Muslims. You can be a Muslim, but you can also be a weak follower. So the Muslims who are strong followers, they live in tranquility. They aren't stressed about life. They aren't stressed about anything. And the ones who followed and did the right and prayed and paid zakat will receive the reward and will live a life of fear, a life free of fear and grief. This is in the second page of Surah Al-Baqarah. And look at the problem of the people who know the word of Allah but don't live with it and they don't care about it. In Surah Jasiyah, verses 8, 9, and 10, they hear the verses of Allah but they raise their noses arrogantly as though they didn't hear it. In the next verse it says, and when they learn anything from our Quran, they make a mockery of it. And the last verse says, they will have a terrible punishment. We don't want to be one of those people. Brothers and sisters, this is the way of Allah. We came to this life to be examined and go to heaven or hell. We didn't come to this life to be rich or to have fun or to buy houses and cars and clothing and show off to other people. We came here to be tested. We came here to be examined by Allah. And this will determine whether we go to heaven or hell. So we need to study the Quran and we need to study our sharia. Because without this, we will be blind and we won't be able to follow the religion properly. We won't be able to deal with the religion in our daily lives properly. ادعوا لنا وانتم مؤمنون بالإجابة. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا برحمتك فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت. In this khutbah, we covered the topic of القضاء والقدر. القضاء والقدر, it basically means the belief of destiny. So when you know that everything that happens to you is destined from Allah, no matter how good or bad it is, everything that happens in our life is destined from Allah. If you live with this understanding, you won't feel the anger, you won't feel the sorrow and the grief of the tragedies that happen in your life. No matter how bad your situation is, you will be calm and collected. We also recite the ayah, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها, the last verse of Surah Al-Baqarah. And this ayah is extremely powerful because it tells us, no matter how hard our situation is, no matter how hard the exams that we are getting, no matter what we're going through in our life, Allah gave you this exam knowing that you can push through it. Allah gave you this exam knowing that you can make it to the other side. You can make it on the other side of the exam and you can make it there properly. And we also said, a lot of times we have problems in our lives that we cannot deal with. It might seem that we cannot deal with. It's really horrible and terrible and stressful. It might seem impossible. Here we go back to an ayah that says, "Ista'inu bis-sabr was-salah." It says, seek help or use patience and prayer. Patience, it's a very strong thing. You have to have a strong patience to go through these exams. And in order to be patient, you have to accept the situation that you're in, accept the ibtida that Allah gave you, the exam that Allah gave you, and to not complain about it. To not complain to Allah, oh, why did you give me this? Why am I going through this? Why me? Get rid of these thoughts. Accept that Allah is testing you, and accept the situation that you are in. We also, one thing I forgot to mention is about استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة. Prayer is also a very, very powerful thing. Prayer, always remember that no matter what problem you are facing, no matter what exam, no matter what bad people are and what they're doing in your life, no matter how strong they are, no matter how strong those ulama are, always remember that Allah is the one who made them. Allah created all of this, and He can make everything disappear just like that. He's more powerful than anything you see in your, He's more powerful than everything you see in front of you. So make dua to Allah. He's the strongest. He's the one who guides. He's the one who can destroy all of the problems in front of you. He's the one who can take care of all of the problems in front of you. So always remember, make dua and pray to Allah. Ask Him for help. Ask Him to help you in your life. We also discussed the different types of shayateen. There's the shaitan of the jinn, and there's the shaitan from the human beings. The shaitan from the jinn, he's very weak. he can merely influence you. He can give you a thought and give you an idea to do something bad. That is the most that he can do. That is the most that he can do to us. We are the ones who hold the power, and we can easily control ourselves and not do this haram thing. And we can easily destroy the shaitan by simply saying Asqar, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan ar-rajim, or by reading the Quran. And he will burn or he will run away from you. However, the one who's really dangerous, the one who really poses a danger in our life, is the friend, or the human shaitan. Because no matter, even if you read the entire Quran cover to cover, he will not burn. He will stay there, right in front of you. So, and also one important thing, there is a saying in Arabic, as-sahib sahib. The friend he absorbs, he pulls you towards his ideals. So be careful who you choose around your life. Choose the good friends, choose the good people, and surround yourself with the good people. Because the same goes for the good people. If you're spending time around good people who work hard in their life and work hard in their religion, this will influence you to become good as well. And the last thing I wanted to wrap up the khutbah with is our responsibility in our life, our aman. We are all responsible for our wives, our children, our brothers and sisters, our siblings, our friends and neighbors. We are responsible to teach them the sharia and the way of life of Islam, and the rules of what to do and what not to do. So it's extremely important, because on the day of judgment, Allah will ask you, why didn't you teach them? He will ask you, why didn't you teach them the sharia? Why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that to help your family and help your friends, your brothers and sisters, and take them away from the hellfire, and to save them from the punishment, and save them from the bad things that they fell into their life? He will ask you, and you will be held responsible. So remember, having a family isn't something simple. It's not just get kids and make sure they go to school and get a future. No, it is very important that we teach our children the religion, the right and wrong, what to do and what not to do, because this is ultimately the thing that matters the most. They won't go to hell and they won't go to heaven if they became a doctor or they became a plumber. What matters is they become a good Muslim. So this is the thing that you must focus on the most. You must focus on making your son a better Muslim or your daughter a better Muslim. Make sure that they are following the sharia and they deal with problems in their life through the customs of sharia. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى اله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت. بارك لنا فيما اعطيت واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت وقنا الصالحين.